I'm so excited for you to get your hands on my 30 days of marketing content ideas spreadsheet. I just wanted to do this little tutorial to sort of show you how to use this because it can get a little complicated. Not really. It has actually made my life so much easier. So if you don't know who I am Laura, and I am the owner of the Digital Marketing Collective, a full service digital marketing agency. I'm also a marketing coach. So I've been in this industry for a very long time, and I know exactly what you need to do to post content that converts. So basically one day I decided to put all of my ideas of content ideas into a spreadsheet and make this little sort of spreadsheet that is easy to just kind of check things off as you go. And whenever I'm stumped, I even come back to the spreadsheet. The whole idea is to keep this very, very organized so you're not overwhelmed when you're creating content. So when you first open this spreadsheet, you have this little title page, and if you want further help of planning your content, I do have a content planner that's for sale here, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it so you can kind of see what it looks like at the end of this video. Right now it's available on Airtable, Notion, and Google Sheets. I haven't put up the product page yet, but they are available there. It is available there, and it will be coming soon to Monday, ClickUp, Asana, and Trello. Basically any project management software that you want to use, because I want to make it widely accessible for a lot of people. And it is currently discounted to $55, but its original price is $111 because it has so much value in there. It's not just a planner. It helps you organize your content, but it also has a bunch of resources in there that help you create content more efficiently and effectively so that you create content that converts so you get more clients. Anyway, this spreadsheet is best utilized for online service providers. So if you have a product-based business, I don't think this is really meant for you. It's just the way it is, okay? So this page kind of sort of explains what the planner does, or what the spreadsheet does. So this is a spreadsheet. The other one's called the planner because it actually helps you plan your content. This is a spreadsheet. Confusing. So you'll be prompted to duplicate this. Once you duplicate it, it's yours, and you can make changes to it however you want. And then you can invite your team also to help you come up with content. But the point of this is to use it with a more effective planner. But seriously, when I'm stumped, I come to this spreadsheet and I pick something because I'm like, okay, what am I going to post today? And then there's so many options here. Anyway, this is divided into 5 pillars. These are very general content pillars. They're not the content pillars that you should be focusing on all the time, because these are just like overarching themes, I guess. Whereas you have very specific themes, like your framework, whatever you take your clients through, that's your content pillars. So think about that when you're creating your own content pillars for your content, okay? But these are general content pillars because you should be posting content with a purpose. You shouldn't never post just to post, okay? So you want to post to promote, educate, entertain, inspire, or engage. Those are the 5 content pillars that we go through in this spreadsheet. You don't want to use promote too much, because then people get tired of it and they'll unfollow you. And this can be used for any social media platform, email marketing, whatever you want to do, by the way. You do want to educate your audience. How-to content's a little bit like not really like super in fashion right now. As long as you tell stories, people want to eat up your content. So tell your personal stories, tell your client stories, be creative with your content. They still want to learn something from you, but a lot of times people go on the internet for 2 main reasons: to learn something and to be entertained. The other stuff is just fluff, and we just have to make it, entertaining for them or teach them something through our content. Okay, so each pillar has specific content associated with it. So choose 1 or 2 pillars per day and topics per day, and choose the type of content you'll create for those pillars and topics for that day. This will help you plan out your content in specific matter. So this is how you can plan out your content, your monthly content. It takes me less than 2 hours, I gotta be honest. So we're gonna change this to September, because we're gonna plan September's content right now. Let's start next week. Actually, it's currently August 31st, but we'll start September 4th. Let's say on September 4th, I want to educate my audience because it's the start of the week. I don't want to promote right off the bat. Although I will say you should be promoting pretty much every day on your stories, at least on Facebook and Instagram. That's just my personal thing. I'm not going to give too much marketing advice, because that's what I do with my paying clients. But anyway, you want to educate your audience. So give the best. So you choose this, right? and then you're going to scroll down here and you look at all these options you have. So you're going to choose one of these. Let's see. What are the mistakes your audience should avoid? Let's do that one. And then you're going to scroll further down and you've got hook. Content type first. Let's do a carousel on Monday. We'll do a carousel on Monday, and then look, X mistakes you're making with X, because we're talking about mistakes there. We've got hook ideas here, but you can choose another one, to be honest. Just because you're talking about mistakes doesn't mean your hook has to say the word mistakes in it. And then your call to action. Every piece of content you post should have a CTA, regardless of whether you're promoting your stuff or not. Some CTAs will be like, comment below if you agree, or comment your thoughts below, or ask them a really easy question for them to answer. Anything like that, because it inspires your audience to take action, and you want them to get in the habit of doing that. So you want them to do something with your piece of content, not just consume it. You want them to do something, take an action, whether that's DM you for more information, go to your link in bio so that they can learn more about your services, whatever it might be. You just have that sort of CTA in pretty much every post. So this is day 1, right? Day 2, we've got, let's see, for September 5th, I want to promote. I'm going to share a testimonial on Tuesday, and I want to make that a story. Yeah, I'm going to keep that a story. So here the hook can be X things blank knew before blank, before whatever it might be. So we might be talking about a client here. What she knew before working with you, and now she knows that. So 5 things my client Lindsay wished she knew before starting an Instagram account. Because my client Lindsay, she reached so many people, she got so many sales, she made $100K in sales off of one reel. Anyway, and then the call to action could be like link in bio, something like that. So that's basically how you use the spreadsheet. I literally go through this pretty much once a month, and it takes me less than 2 hours, and then I use it in conjunction with my other planner, which I'm going to show you now. So hopefully this was helpful. If you don't want to watch the rest of this, I totally understand, but the other planner is seriously super helpful. I'm going to show you that bit on Airtable, because that's the one that I kind of did first. Here's a little overview of the Airtable Marketing Content Planner. So we're going to start with the Business Overview tab. There are 10 tabs up here, by the way. Starting with Business Overview, this is a great place to keep all of your business assets stored. If you have a VA on your team, or anyone on your team, or eventually when you get people on your team, everything is in one place. So basically all of your socials are linked, all of your lead magnets, all of your offers, your strategy, whatever strategy you might be focusing on, what are your client pain points, and then all of your resources should be linked so that everything's just in one place. That's kind of the boring tab, I promise. The rest of it's really cool. So the next tab we have here is an audit. So this is your monthly audit. I would say I should probably just change it to audit, because I wouldn't do this monthly. It's just really, really comprehensive. I'm always doing competitor analysis and market research, so there's a place for that. You've also got your SWOT analysis. This is for you to do an audit on your own socials. So you've got checklists for your website, blog, email marketing, Facebook group, all of the social media platforms pretty much, and you can use the checklist to see if your socials are optimized to their full capacity. Then the next tab is for your pillar topics. This is where you're going to organize your specific pillar topics. So the framework that you go through with your clients and stuff, that should be basically what you post about on socials and your marketing. So you want 4 to 5 overarching pillars, and then 6 to 7 subtopics. And I'm not going to go into detail because this is kind of what I go through with my paying clients, but this is a way for you to organize them and then decide what form of content you're going to do for that month, what you're going to target, and just a place for notes and content resources and things like that. Then you've got your content pipeline. This is the meat and potatoes of this planner. This is the most valuable part of this planner. So basically you have a template here that you'll duplicate for each day of the month that you're going to be posting on, depending on what social media platform you're going to be posting on. And these are sort of linked to the pillar topics, these 3 right here. And if you purchase a planner, you'll get a full detailed instructions on how to use this, because it gets a little complicated when because some of the tabs are linked, like I said. So it gets a little more complicated there, but it makes your life so much easier when they're linked, I promise you. So this planner came to fruition through trial and error, through months and months and months of me struggling to plan my content. and I finally did it. Anyway, so you have, this is the meat and potatoes. This is the best way to organize your content. Everything you post should have a purpose. I keep saying that. I'm not going to go too much into strategy in this video, but that's why there's so many little brackets here, and then it gives you content resources, a way to do your captions, and this is just what you would duplicate every single day. Again, you'll get detailed instructions when you purchase the planner, but this is the meat and potatoes. It's a visual way to see where your content is and like where you are in the content creation process. So draft pending is like you haven't created anything yet, or you kind of have the topics but you haven't created the content. Content pending, you need to create the content is finalized, you know, and then it just goes down the line basically until it's all the way published. Next tab we have here is your hashtag set. No, they are not dead, not even on Facebook, to be honest. I recommend using hashtags anyway, and this is a way to organize them by category, industry, location, community, content specific, target audience, and branded. Then you have your lead tracker. I have let so many leads slip through the cracks. I needed to create a lead tracker, and this basically helps you just track your leads. When was the last time you talked to them? When was the first time you talked to them? Where did they come from? Who are they, etc. Then you have a tab for your Facebook group members. This is if you have a Facebook group. Not everyone does, and I get that, but and basically what you can do is import an Excel, like a Google Sheets spreadsheet to this, so that it's not like you don't have to do it manually, but it's a good way to keep it all in one place, so you have a way to contact your Facebook group members if your Facebook group were to get shut down for whatever reason, like tomorrow. Then you have your Facebook group list. This is a list of 150 groups linked for you, and whether they allow promo or not. Just because they don't allow promo doesn't mean you can't get clients from there. So basically what you'll do when you get this planner is basically just go through this list and find your favorite groups. This list may not be for everybody. They are a bunch of entrepreneur groups. Some are very specific, some are women only, some are, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, you would have to go through and see, okay, this group is for me, this group is not for me, and it depends on where your ideal clients are hanging out, because if you don't work with entrepreneurs, then it's very likely that some of these groups will not work for you. But if you are an entrepreneur yourself, you should still be part of them. I'm not part of all of these groups because that's a lot of groups, but I chose my favorite, like 50 maybe, and I don't post in all 50, I promise. So I'm not saying to do that. But then this next tab here is where you're going to write all of your Facebook group posts. This is how you're gonna get clients, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail about how to do this, because that is when you do purchase the planner. I kind of go over what all of these mean and how to use this, because this is linked with this tab as well, which is the tracker for your Facebook group posts. So the tracker for your Facebook group posts helps you track your Facebook group posts. There's a place for you to link them so you can see if they did well or not well, and so you don't use that copy again, and you can figure out what to make better for next time so you get more clients from it. So that is an overview of all 10 tabs. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always contact me on Instagram and I'm happy to answer them.